All right. Looks like everyone's here again. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy day to listen to me. And it's been over like almost a half an hour now. So, but thank you. All right. So, this is a persuasive speech. Placing your needs before others does not make you selfish. The measure of true love is the way in which all partners are enhanced by the relationship. That's by Arthur Dobrin. What are your interests and hobbies? Have you taken the time to do those things lately? Why not? These are all difficult questions, aren't they? Take the time to get to know yourself so you can enhance the relationships in your life. I want you to ask yourself this question. What do I love? Become more acquainted with yourself. Make a list of your interests. What do you like to do? What makes you smile? What gets you excited? Making a list enables you to narrow down your interests and isolate your true passions in life. Spend quality time with yourself. Go on a date. Date yourself. Don't be afraid to date yourself. Spending time with yourself is the greatest practice you can do. And that was by Linda Carroll. She stated that in her article, How to Be Whole in Your Own on Your Own and How This Strengthens Your Relationships. Enjoy the time you spend with yourself. Love yourself. Regardless of how you feel about being alone, build a good relationship with yourself because that's a worthy investment. That is quoted by Anne Pietrangelo. She writes that in her article, The Beginner's Guide to Being Happy Alone. Make it a regular activity. Make it a routine. Being able to regularly reflect on and enjoy time with yourself will eliminate insecurities and enhance yourself and your relationships. Unfortunately, the sad reality is that society has made the simple act of spending time alone in public unnecessarily taboo. Transitioning from this sad reality and figuring out what you can bring to the relationship in order to enhance it is overwhelming, I know, but that's the first step in becoming a better version of yourself. Transitioning from judgment and fear. These are all normal feelings, your personal feelings of fear, anxiety, loneliness. I read a passage by Anne Pietrangelo in the article I mentioned a minute ago that being alone is not the same as being lonely. Now, if you think about that for a minute, being alone is not the same as being lonely. That would make it a mental state. What else creates those types of feelings whenever you're out by yourself? Feelings from others, how they judge you, how they are envious of you, and jealousy. All of these are direct reflections on their personal feelings. So, as I was also doing my research in this, I noted from an artist, or not an artist, I read an article by Faith Hill, and her article was Take Yourself on a Date. And she said that research has found that people tend to assume they'll appear lonely if they're seen doing pleasurable activities such as dining out, as opposed to a practical one such as running errands. This and their interests in the activities decreases as a result. So that leads me to my next topic of social norms. Social norms are how people view you with your in a companionship. So the need to be with someone on an outing. Not natural. It's not natural to do fun things by yourself. Shame, people shaming you and telling you that it's unacceptable to do things on your own if you have a partner, or if you have somebody in your life, that it's unacceptable for you to do those things on your own. So overcoming these feelings from yourself and others will lead you to a happier version of yourself. The biggest takeaway I received was from Sarah Keene in her article, How to Enjoy Being Alone in Public. She says our biggest challenge is to achieve the whole in wholehearted. In order to love anyone in a wholehearted way, we need to make ourselves whole first. We must integrate those two forces, the me and the we. So wholeness. Wholeness makes you more approachable. The happier you are, the more people want to speak to you. I understand no one will always be in a constant state of happiness. It's the inward feeling of being content that will show. You'll be more inclined to be of assistance to someone. You'll be wanting to go out and help somebody. Another part of being whole is the positivity and goodwill. The more people will be willing to be around you and surround you, they'll be willing to help you. They'll also show you kindness. Being whole, you'll also love yourself. You'll love yourself more. You'll be more inclined to take care of your health. You'll want to make the effort to be happy. I know there will be days that will not happen, and that is okay. Making one change in the day to change the negative state is progress. For example, getting dressed when you don't feel like it, or sitting outside and taking a breath of fresh air. Wholeness means accepting everything about you. Anxiety, anger, fear, difficulties, the thoughts, and even happiness are all parts of you. Combining that along with the gratitude and the resentment that you have makes you whole. It makes you complete. So in conclusion, I hope that I have convinced you that you have to put your own needs first in order to enhance the relationship in your life. Becoming acquainted with yourself and transitioning from judgment and fear will lead to better self-love and contentment. Breaking the cycle, being good to yourself, knowing yourself, and spending time with you is not selfish. It is a necessity in life to be truly whole and to be able to have healthy, long-lasting relationships. So I will leave you with this one last quote by Arthur Dobrin. Love is an outward expression that becomes the inward sentiments that make life worth living. So we had questions. That we finally got through all of it.
Good job.
So
I loved all of your photos in the slideshow.
So
Your presentation really got to my heart. It was
Aw,
really good.
I can hear you. Hold on. So with that, I'm going to let Sean just take over and let you guys have a little discussion and critique and do whatnot. So Sean, I give you the reins.
Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, if there's any complimentary or constructive criticism, either or would be great. Let us know what Kimberly did well, what she could work on, and so on. If anybody would like to start, just unmute yourself and begin.
So you need constructive criticism?
Yes, either constructive or complimentary, what she did well, or what she could do better, please.
I actually loved the quotes that you used from the articles that you read. I liked how you included that. I thought that was really nice. I don't know if that was required, but I really like that.
I thought
All
you
right, thank you, Allison.
were pretty well informed in what you were talking about.
Or Elena, sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought you were well informed in what you were talking about. The only thing that I think will hold you back at all is the format that you had to use. You know, the Zoom. You said it was your first time, and that's okay. You know, as you get better with it, it's gonna come naturally to you. You did a good job.
Thank you, Dan.
I think she
Uh,
really did good on everything. I liked her point on the date yourself. That point, well, the whole how she laid it out was really well, but that's the point that stuck out to me. Just I like the way she explained that, and that I feel like that really helped tie it all together.
Thank you, Allison. I'd like to point out that I have some do's and don'ts. I would like to start with a complimentary comment. You did not apologize at all for how poorly the first few sessions of the Zoom meeting went. You didn't apologize and say, "Hey, I'm sorry. Let's try and move on." It showed a level of what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. There we go. It showed a level of confidence in yourself that things can go bad and you would figure out how to move forward. So I appreciated that. A con, I would like to point out that at first I didn't really know what this was about. I feel as if your introduction should have started by explaining what you were going to talk about in your speech and what it would cover, rather than getting right into your quotes and stuff. So, but I still, it didn't take long to figure out, like, to get on that path with you. So.
Okay. Thanks, that's a useful, actually.
What class is this for?
It's for one of my my speech classes.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, if Kimberly, do you feel like that's sufficient enough complimentary constructive criticism or comments?
Yeah, if
You're
anybody else,
to move on?
if nobody else has anything to say, then yeah, absolutely. Mom, do you have anything you have to talk on this end?
I'm sorry, say again.
I said, do you have anything you would have to talk on this end?
I did say earlier that I thought it was a business related.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if nobody else has anything, then yes, we're done. But thank you.
Well done, Kimmy.
Thank
Well
you.
done. You should take a bow.
Thank you. So,
Well, I love you guys.